fun fusion ice creams. It's what kids prefer.
Whether it's work, play, or just being creative, Mighty Foam Liquid Laundry Detergent has got you covered. We save you time and keep you smelling fresh, fighting tough stains while maintaining those vibrant colors. Mighty Foam, we've got you covered.
You have always trusted Kestudy's Gospel Music Center for the best in gospel CDs and DVDs. He has also been known as the best person to duplicate your CDs and DVDs. Download your favorite gospel music on memory cards, flash drives, smartphones, and other devices. Well, now, Kestudy has moved to a bigger and better location at Lot 206 eastern half of Charlotte Street between Alexander and Camp Streets. For more information, call Kestudy on 600-3991 today. Kestudy's Gospel Music Center, the home of gospel music in Guyana.
It's all you, in tune with the rhythm of the islands. Hey, it's all you, the flavors of the islands ripen in the sun.
Rich in vitamins A and C.
Follow your island spirit.
It's the rhythm of the islands. We're gonna break your strength vibrates.
What do you do with your old vehicle batteries, cell phones, and computers? Bring them to Dens Trading. They specialize in recycling your old batteries from your car or truck or from devices like your cell phone and out-of-service computer motherboards. Dens Trading will give you cash for the devices you want to throw away. So what are you waiting for? Come into Dens Trading at 39 Broad Street, Charlestown, Georgetown today or call them on 616-0412, 622-0455, 670-0268 or 225-9444.
Good evening. Welcome to another edition of You Are Not a Mistake. How everybody doing, man? Trust you guys had yourself a great week. This is a brand new one, though, as we prepare for the work week ahead. Trust everybody's in high spirits and all is well with you. So tonight, basically, you know, we can just browse through and hit on a few things, touch on some of the things that went on. We know when the last time I had my guest, we had the finals of the CPL, you know. And I know you have been between cricket and me, so you would have missed out a whole lot. But I just want to say, on behalf of the Freedom Life Ministries family, a big thanks to those of you who would have came out to support. Certainly was a success, and we had a great time there. And you know, to God be the glory. So big up yourself, give yourself a tap on the shoulder. And that's what we talk about kingdom. That's what we talk in. In spite of which denomination you represent, when one, you know, church have an event, everybody, it shouldn't, because of where you are, that means you can't go and support another brother, because at the end of the day, it's one umbrella we under, you know. And Jesus is what is important. So, you know, I really commend you guys for catching this vision and running with it, you know. Break up all them barriers of division and segregation. We ain't in them. We ain't got time for that. The world busy doing what they're doing and them ain't got time, you know. So we can't afford to depend on stupidness. We got to do what we got to do to put this gospel where it belongs, you know, and make sure every ears hear it, you know, because that's what the Lord said. Before the end come, everybody got to hear this gospel. So while I'm here on earth, I'm going to play my part. So should you. Okay, so big thanks, and you look forward for another event. Also, before, I got another guest tonight who's going to be telling us about a big 3 days of celebration, y'all. You know, I'm going to give a little hint on this, so prepare you. We will be having, and I will be calling on different persons, but this is already set. We already get our dates. We already have our venue. We already locked our song off. So this is basically ready to go. But just that I ain't ready to put it out there yet in totality. But I'm going to give you a hint so that you could prepare yourself for something really major, and I think never was attempted before. You know, we always like to do new things, man. You understand me? So, in the month of December, I'm not going to give the dates yet, but I'll tell you in December, we will be giving presents to 2,500 children. Right. I trust the Lord the day that you come with 25,000, you know what I mean? Yeah, 2,500 children will be parents, the children them getting a picnic, them get present, not you, but what the parents will be getting when they come. We can give you free food, we can give you free drink. So we just come and just have a day of celebration and play music. We get some of our Guyanese gospel artists, and we're gonna sing and rejoice. We get bouncy castle and all the games to the children. Event is free, it ain't got no trick to it. We just blessing up the children them. 2,500 children. Maybe we might push in a 500 more based on how things go. You know, because I tell my linky them overseas, I say, boss, when we freeing up in GT, you don't have place old people. So we have to take a real big venue for this event. Our first thing was Seawall Bandstand. I said, no. Seawall Bandstand is chaotic. First thing, parking is an issue. Most people right now are going to drive in bus, right? So we got to get a venue where parking will be easy for people. Security will be on point and all of that, right? Right there? Channel 2? Kevin, man, you're going to bring your cameras out there, you're going to cover this thing over here. Right. Yeah, so the month of December, right? I'm going to give you the date. The next time you see my face on this program, right? You can get a date because I'm going to start pushing it from the, okay, Christmas is around the corner, you know. So we looking after, we picnic them, you know, make sure they're nice up and thing for the holidays. And we're going to feed all of them big people. Yeah, drink where you want, eat where you want, no rum and so. You know, for that day you're going to keep it sober. You're going to keep it sober today, right? Yeah, wherever Malto, Shandy, whatever, tropical rhythm, you know, wherever you want to drink, you drink in a day, right? That is non-alcoholic. Food galore, you know. So if 5,000 y'all want to come, we got food for y'all. It's so serious, be serious, right? So this is what we're doing as in terms of, you know, saying thanks to the people who would have supported us right through the year. You know, right through the year. We want to say thank you. Also, something caught my attention on social media. A family. They said they used to work with Gaisuku. And, you know, some of the estates would have closed down. So the family is out of a job. They got like 4 to 5 children. Now, if you see this picture, boss, I see people making comments like, when was the PPP? You didn't see in this. Listen. We ain't got time for the boss. This family is in need. This is not time for who went in power and when this happened, when they got 4 picnic hungry and got clothes and got food, and the people at the floor sinking in and the house breaking down, the house ain't finished. There's a real issue that needs to be addressed and don't play politics with it. This is people's life we're talking about here. So I'm definitely making contact with some of my pastor associates and see how we could bring relief in some way or the other to this family. Whether it's food stuff, clothes for the children, so that they can go to school, wherever area we could help, we will to this. Somebody told me to know the family, and I told them, inbox me the information. So definitely we're going to be making contact and do what we got to do. We don't want no media there. We don't want nothing pump on Kaicho News or that we give nothing. We do what we got to do peacefully and bow out. We don't want Channel 2 then either. We say nothing. To God be the glory, story done. You know. So thank to one of me. Big brother and friend in the body of Christ, who I know is in his area of, this is what he does as well, give back to people. And this is a real need, where children are starving. The lady said many days, you know, they ain't got nothing to eat, and when the children are crying, she crying too. That is serious. When I see things like, I can't scroll past it. Action got to be taken, and not praying in tongues neither. You got to go and give the people them something. You know, if it's a bag of rice, some flour, some kerosene oil, whatever, however small, Don't politic people life, people. Just support. Once there is a need, reach the need. Don't bring them kind of thing to people. No, man. It ain't right. It ain't right. You know? So, those are some of my concerns. That's what this program is about, you know. You are not a mistake. Anyways, so before we go any further tonight, I want to give this man of God enough time for us to dig in on 3 days of excitement as he celebrates, you know, Special Miracle Ministries, Royalty Center. You can tell you how much years, but the theme is increasing my greatness. I love this theme. I love this theme. Increasing my greatness. This will be happening on Friday, that's this Friday, the 5th of October, from 18 hours to 6 p.m. at the same location there on Fremont Street, 203 Fremont Street, East La Penitence, Special Miracle Ministries Royalty Center. We got a grand gospel concert which is free that will be featuring our very own Psycho Andrews. If my pillow could speak, right? Light it up, right? We have Anil in Jesus make you and die. Hey, right? He said the point shucks. Are you passing on the road and see the building there? No one, you know how worries what going on inside and there's beer vibes, you know what I mean? And then a whole host of other gospel artists and other ministers within Special Miracle Ministry is going to be ministering on the day, including dancing and all these different things. Then come the Saturday is a children and youth party celebration. Children and youth, we're, you know, catering for young people. I know a lot of big people going to be young today, you know, Bishop. Yeah, a lot of big people going to be young. This is Saturday, that will be happening. And then on the 7th, which is the Sunday, is the grand anniversary celebration, where a very special man of God all the way from Minnesota, US of A, his name is Ms. Grace Keith Jenkins, he was here once on this program. We couldn't understand a word that coming out of my mouth. He said, but y'all talking fast. You know, so he's going to be here to, you know, support His Eminence, Archbishop Dr. W.D. Bob. Welcome to the program, sir. How are you doing?
Very good.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
How much years?
We ain't going into 25th year.
25th?
Yeah.
A lot of mercy. Just before I didn't turn a Christian yet, still they ain't doing badness. I think I went in the yard then, boy.
Yeah, okay.
I went in the yard, you know what I mean? Yeah, so congratulations on such a milestone. A lot of people in Rich Quarter there, you know. And I really thank God for where He's taking you and where you are at this level. So what can persons expect? I mean, I give them just the little tip of the iceberg as to what to expect. But you could dive down deeper on why you go to this length to have 3 days. You could just say a Sunday and keep it brother and done. But you said 3 days.
Yeah, because our last anniversaries we did a one-day celebration.
1 day.
And we're launching the 25th. We think it's, you know, it's very special. And we had so much planned for the Sunday. Then we says, this is too much for 1 day.
Yeah.
We gotta break it up, and we gotta, you know, God is good. Give God thanks in every way. So he said, we're gonna go through this.
Yeah.
And this where we decided that we're gonna do different things on different days. And so the concert, the celebration with Psalmist Saiku and Psalmist
Anil.
Yeah. You know, these are men who love God and people love them. So when they begin to roll,
yeah, it's movements, proper settings.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And the bishop that is coming in, Bishop Jenkins, he likes Psalmist Saiku's music.
Yeah.
And he's about to be introduced to Anil's music.
Wow.
So I wanted him to, because when I went to Minnesota, he was playing Saiku's music. So and I said, you know, a good thing is for when he comes.
The hear the man live. Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Because I know you want Saiku to go to Minnesota. And So I'm doing these things for connections that I could bring ministers here. They could connect with other guys
and carry them too.
Carry them.
Oh yes.
You know, I don't believe in just holding down your connections for yourself. You know, we are bridges that
I hear you.
To connect persons.
I believe in that, sir.
And share the connections.
Yeah.
So I'd be happy for those who would come out and be a part of it. Even preachers come and meet Bishop Jenkins. He's the kind of man who is happy to invite you to Minnesota, and
you want to show off his country.
Yes, he likes to, he likes to share his pulpit and things like that.
Okay, nice.
And he's someone like Pastor Prasad,
Pastor Joe, yeah,
who welcomes people into the pulpit and share in spite of where you came from, whatever. Correct. So I hooked them up together.
Pastor Joe and him. Okay, nice.
And they met, and they got their own things planned.
Nice.
And this is why I believe in sharing contacts.
You
know?
Networking.
Yeah. You know? Because why make harm for him? Somebody's going to make harm for me.
Correct.
You know?
When you talking the thing about a game we're going to raise this year, so remember with Ian, we planning for Ian, buddy. Yes. Not knowing, I even planning for my own self.
Right.
Busy dealing, celebrating another brother. And within celebrating, which brings me to the scripture with, I think with Esther, the Esther story. Okay. When the king going through who for honor, and then he called the chief man, he right time and say, boy, how are you gonna deal with somebody who you think really on, and he really think it is himself, and he guide down and get man say, all right, well do that for this person. I say, what? Yeah. So this thing is real. This thing is real.
Yes. Yeah. You have to, and you can't be selfish and try to own and possess people.
Yeah.
You gotta, like you always say, see the big picture. Have a mind of conquer. Think big, and be willing to share. And when you make harm for others, God will make harm for you.
Correct.
Correct. You see, the thing is, sometimes we talk this thing, we talk about, but we don't really live it. We talk about the fellowship, we talk about share, talk about, but when it's all said and done, we're not really sharing. And
we're talking about meeting needs, but when people really in need and come, we tell them, we pray for them and send them away empty-handed.
Yes, God bless you. And that's it. So I'm hoping that even other Guyanese ministers, they come out, I send some invitations to persons, it's up to them. And they come out and meet Bishop Jenkins, because Bishop Jenkins has a network too.
Correct.
So connecting with him is connecting to his network, because you never know who God is going to use to take it to the next level. So come out, meet the bishop. If you want to have an appointment with him, but he's just going to be here for a couple of days because he just went to Rome. So he goes a lot of places. He just be for a couple
always
of days.
On the move.
Right. So if you would like to meet the bishop, call me and I make an appointment while he's here. And you get to meet him. Whoever,
nice.
Get to meet him.
Okay.
And talk with him. If you want to invite him to. And this man is as authentic as they come. Bishop Jenkins. He's
very humble.
Yes.
For the short time of being around him and observing.
Right. Right.
Yeah. And pastors, listen. This is an opening of international connections for you, and these things don't come every day. And I mean, you hear preaching all the time. You need to see other places, man. You need to see other places. When you see other places, it wows you, it opens your understanding, it changes your mindset about certain things. We were told a story about African drumming. People perceive African drumming with obia and spirituality or whatever, until I went to Africa and see these people drum and thing. And when they break down the interpretations, giving God glory, so it changes the mindset of that individual. Now, if the individual had a chance to travel, he would have, all the days of his life, he would have been stuck with. Drum is associated with only obia. But when you travel to the African country and see the culture of the people and understand what this drumming is, then you get a different perception about drumming altogether. So traveling really open up your ideas and change certain things about how you think and see life.
Right. It's an education in itself.
Yeah.
And it's an enlargement. It expands your thinking.
Correct.
Like you say, you really see things differently. You know? And so this is one of the things I like want to do is, you know, bring my connections and allow them, connect them with local ministers, connect them with artists.
Oh yeah.
So that people can travel, go different places, you know, go different countries. You know, that's a good legacy. Good thing to do, you know?
Oh yes.
Yeah. So
it's a good feeling. The first time I traveled was as a minister, as an artist, was in 1997. The first time I ever traveled in my life, right? And that was to Trinidad, to do a Gospel Fest concert. And when I see the response of the people, it wows you. I mean, all your life you know about singing to, you know, a crowd in Guyana. But when you go into a foreign country and see the people there, and then Barbados open up, and then Antigua open up, and this is how the thing goes, Suriname open up. So when you travel, the network there again, people call up and say, yo, they get the youth man, this man, they get a ministry and a half, you need to hear it. Right. And right away the pastor or whoever, because of the contact that made, the man will call and say, you know, buying your ticket, you know, you come or you and your family, depends on how the arrangement goes, and the people can be a blessing. Right. And you are blessed in return, then you understand somebody else's culture. Right. And then you rub shoulder with other artists of those countries, and this will come like Papa San and DJ Nicholas, and all these guys come to Guyana because of connection. Right. You know, 1 year DJ Nicholas came to Guyana, and we did a country tour. And here on Nicholas, we went to Suriname. 90% of the time Nicholas come to Guyana, if I didn't have something to do with it directly, you know, some part I got for play, right? So he might recognize though. So when we went to Suriname on this concert, now our company take us to do a gospel celebration. And Nicholas back home, he said, yo, Kes, you know, me recognize one thing, you know, man. Every time I come to Guyana, if you not bring me, you know, at least you pushing a word, but me rich. And me want to do something. Me don't want no money or anything. Me want to come to Guyana and you know, we set up something. Me bring some of me people and we're going to tour. We're going to go different parts that we never been before. And we did that. It's what's called Cut It Off Tour. We went to Essequibo, we went to the West Coast. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Now these guys get harder, you know, when you call them on contract and all these different arrangements. And so when a man could open up to you and say, yo, I see what you do. I want to honor you like this. I want to come, you don't have to worry about no money, I buy my own plane ticket. If any money make, you be a bless, you bless me up. But me get no rules and no thing. I come in because I want to do this, because of what you do for me.
Right. Yeah.
This is how simple, people don't understand these things.
Definitely. And they have a saying, hand wash, hand make.
They can't come clean. Correct.
You know, when you reach out, man, and connect with people, they don't forget. When Bishop came here for us, I did not know him, but I took care of him to whatever, you know. And he said, I want you to come because, you know, I told this church, he says, you know, the man of God's going to come. He didn't know me, but he took care of me because he was a minister of God. And he said, my country, my job is to be hospitable. And I went out and, now when I went to Minnesota, man, I had a beautiful time.
I see you show off with them picture. You show off for me, man. I see.
You know, now the scripture says, what you sow, you reap.
Oh, yes, yes.
And when we learn to do that, because somebody had to cause a connection to come to me. No, I can't hold the connection, but I got to cause it.
Correct.
To go to somebody.
But yes.
You know, this we must keep doing. and God is glorified, and these things play out in such a way that sometimes God, like I said, God just uses you as a bridge for
others to
make a
cross.
connection,
Yeah.
to bring others into that connect. And I don't know, it's maybe he invites you to Minnesota, and there's where your husband there or your wife be there, you know.
Correct. Correct. You never know.
Whoever I bring, I just want to share them. Because people got to see I bring them and
lock off them.
They got to stay right here.
Well,
how you can keep making people right
here? You know what I mean? You got to share. You know, Bishop, one of the things, you're in ministry for 25 years. A lot of things people might just see and don't know. I want to use this moment to, let you share how it has been for you. What were some of the challenges? People see you might got a big building, see you got a nice fancy car, and they feel, Bishop Bob just arrived. What were some of the? I know it was not hunky dory.
Right.
You had to have some rough patches, and people watching into the program, even some men of God who might be watching the program tonight, might say, wherever you got for say, might help them in a situation that they're in presently. So how it was for you, man? How you get started, and what really drives you to reach this level? You ever feel like giving up? Things like that.
All right. I grew up in church. I grew up with both my grandparents, and they brought me up in the fear of God. One grandmother, when she died, I went down to my mother's mother, and she was a believer too, so I couldn't escape. So it was just church. But I found a way of escaping, and I went out for a while. But the thing about it, we don't train up a child in the way he should go.
Yeah. And
that left within me. I came back to the Lord, and I was in ministry, sitting at the feet of great men. And although we are launching our 25th year, I was in ministry close to 40 years because the 25 years when I'm now on my own.
Okay.
But before I was with
other men of God.
And was touring to different nations and preaching the word of God. So I had those experiences where I just learned from elders. It's not a fly-by-night thing. It's a, you learn. And you have to allow yourself to learn. And 25 years, to still be around after 25 years, or as we enter in 25 years, it has to be the faithfulness of God to keep you.
Correct.
To keep you going. And there were days, like people, you say a thing, people see your glory, but they don't know your story. There's some days there was, you were saying, what's happening here? If sometimes you feel like, giving up, like, not backslide, but like, when it comes to purposes, let me cool out a while. I remember I was a part of a workforce, and a minister by the name of Lars Hillwood. He came, and he a great teacher, very educated.
Oh, yes.
And he spoke on a topic in Book of Acts when Paul said, but none of these things move me. He was very prolific. I understood. And that message stayed with me for years. At that time, it seems as though things were moving me because of all the different experiences, attacks or whatever. And God sent that man to minister that word where Paul says, but none of these things move me. I'll never forget that message. It's some messages that stay with you. And this is a funny thing, that's why this thing got no denomination. He was not part of my denomination. And he's not quote unquote what we call like this big Pentecostal man, running about speaking in tongues and jumping here and rejoicing. That has its place, it's good. I do that.
A man does teach word.
But this man was just teaching word. He was into the word. And it shows that God can use everybody how he wants to use them. And we mustn't point fingers and say this one cold, this one dry, this one hot, this one semi-hot. No, no, no. Everybody's got a place in the kingdom. So I'm here because I sat at the feet and listened to many men and women too. I had pastors who were women who I learned to sit at their feet. And one of the reasons I grew up with a lot of women around me, my aunts and my grandmothers, and there were always women around. And from early age, God taught me that women are important. They have a role to play.
Correct.
They're teachers.
Yeah.
So I never found myself in a place where I despised women because I knew what they had brought to the table from experience.
Mm-hmm.
So the women pastors I had, I could honor them and learn from them, and they would give me opportunity.
Wow.
Right, to minister and to do things. So there were different areas where God had to wrong me. Not just ground me, but wrong me. Let me explain that. Ground means establishing me in the Word and the things of God. Wronging me is to let me understand that, look, it's not just preaching, it's about mannerism.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah.
It's about education. It's about relationship. So God began to do different things around me. I remember the period I worked with Apostle Vantel, and the late Apostle Vantel. He was an anointed man. He speaks to demons. You see some miracles that
Before
is
your eyes,
performed.
yeah.
And I wasn't that. And all I'm thinking about, miracles, bringing people into deliverance. And then God sent a man and says to me, he says, you've been in the ministry for a while. You've achieved a lot. He says, you've got credits to your work, to your needs. He says, you're qualified for honorary doctorate. I wasn't thinking about that. I think my thing is like driving out demons, delivering people. But I'm saying this to show you that how God causes you to, in every area, to be fulfilled.
Correct.
And to do certain things. All those things have its place.
Mm-hmm.
And in time, that's why promotion comes in God. In time, God is going to cause you to get
what is due for you. Correct.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I could go places and not just into miracles and deliverance or giving people ideas pertaining to prosperity, money, or whatever. But I could go with back-ins to say, now, I didn't just went to Bible school, but here, I got a back-in from other universities.
We're internationally known as that.
Right? And I never...
And we can't left out with the back-ins of UN.
Definitely.
United Nations. That is big, you know.
Oh,
yeah.
It's true. So, you go through these different experiences, and it's teaching. I was saying to the church this morning that when Abraham brought his wife, the king, he said, my wife is pretty, this king don't like my wife, I'm going to get in trouble.
So he's my sister.
He's my sister. Right?
Yeah.
And the king found out later that it was his wife. So the king said, well, you shouldn't do that. But she was beautiful. And this king he sees beautiful women all the time. This is a palace. This is,
you see somebody who's got to be real outstanding.
Really, she was fair, and that's nothing to do with bleaching. Beautiful, right? Beautiful. And the thing about it, he has women in the palace. They got the latest lipstick. They got the best of everything to look good.
Everything turn up.
Abraham and this woman, they come out of the wilderness.
So they be looking dirty, full of dust.
Instead, God, the glory of God was upon her. And the king says, I'm seeing something here that lipstick can't do.
Come on, preach though.
I'm seeing a beauty here. What it speaks of the wilderness experiences that God takes us through. When God is looking for soldiers he could use, he goes to the wilderness.
Wow. This is deep.
When you come out of the wilderness,
you're glowing. You're looking like palace people. It's a different look.
It's different. Because we got is an anointing.
Yeah, yeah.
What they got is,
you know, regular, you know, man-made, self-made.
they got natural. Not supernatural. You know?
Oh, yeah,
you're glowing, like you
yeah,
said.
yeah.
So God takes us through the wilderness of life, and now we come out with the beauty. We come out with the excellence. And sometimes we don't like the wilderness. Most times we don't like the wilderness. But, you know, this is what makes us.
Help me on the battlefield. Yes, I could. Yeah, yeah.
But it happens, and there are ups and downs. There are times I went through my failures. There are times I says, Lord, you know, you forgive me, help me. And the thing about God, He's gracious.
Oh, yes.
And He restores you. And the thing about it is, you can only be a failure if you refuse to get up. But as long as you are willing to get up and go again, then there's victory.
Correct.
A failure is a man who fails and refuses to get up.
Correct. So,
You know.
if you fall along, get up. Don't even look wrong for see who see you fall. Just rise and bust off and roll, you know.
There hasn't been nobody who never fall.
Correct.
Everybody. Like, I think this guy, Don McClure can sing a song. We fall down.
And we get up.
We get up.
Yeah.
You know. And you know, the grace of God. And you experience certain experiences, especially His grace, so that you could be more graceful to persons. When you understand His grace. Less judgmental, more embracing. Because spirituality is not just how long in the faith, how many titles you carry, who's your connections with church you're connected to. It's about your spirit.
Correct. Personal one-on-one.
Yeah, you know, and it's like the prophet said. He said there don't be no meat in the stall, no. He painted a picture in Habakkuk is a calamity picture. He said, yet I will rejoice in God, don't mind things aren't working. Why? Because the Lord was his portion. And when the Lord's your portion, in spite of what things get taken away, you got the Lord's your portion, you could call upon Him. And this is one of the things that kept me. I made mention of that because it kept me over the years, because the Lord, I looked to the Lord as my portion. The psalmist said the Lord's my portion. Meaning, I look to Him, I depend on Him. He alone is my source. He alone, I trust Him. So even in spite of when things are removed from you, you know that God, because He's your God, He's your portion, He's everything. You could connect with God and come into things, but you can't come into things and connect with God.
I hear that.
You know?
Yeah.
And even though things might leave you, if you got God,
that's what's
if
important.
He's your portion, you're going to be unmoved.
Correct.
And like the prophet says, you'll be able to know how to rest in the day of trouble. Some people's houses get burned down and they lose their minds. They can't get, they lose their minds. But when God is your portion, I give one example this morning where two persons in two different cars, both cars crash on two different roads, streets. One person over here is crying, the other person over here is just smiling and be at peace. Nobody's dead in the accident. Why is this one crying? Why is this one at peace? This one is crying because they have no insurance. So you got to pay her car, this car,
plus the other car.
This one is at peace because they got full coverage. I says, we could be in peace.
Yeah.
Because with
God,
full coverage.
We
have full coverage.
You
know? And we could rest in the day of trouble. And so you learn those little gems, and it helped me because when doors were closed and no connections and this and that and that, and because the Lord's my portion, I remember promotion comes from God.
Wow.
Let all the doors be closed. Promotion comes
from God.
God finds a way of blessing. God finds a way of connecting. No matter who shuts the door.
When he opened that, nobody closed it. When he closed the door, no man opened it.
If that door remains shut, it's because God don't want
Why
you
you go through the door? I hear that.
You know? And so when he's your portion, you know, you walk with your head up.
Correct.
Anytime you look down, it's because you're looking down on principalities and powers and spiritual wickedness in high places and the rulers of the darkness of this world.
Yeah.
But, you know, let God be your portion, and you will be able to smile in your storm, stand strong in the midst of whatever, because, you know, you look to him. He's your source. He's your resource. He's everything. That's the psalmist David says, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. And for you to say, I shall not want. I mean, I shall not want another shepherd. He's everything. He's my fulfilling. And he said to Moses, he's upset with his people. He says, you go. I'm going to send my angel with you. And Moses says, don't take us up if you're not going with us.
Correct.
In today's language, Guyanese language, this is what Moses says. I ain't going. If you're going, you're he was saying to God. Because when God's your portion, it's not about people. You want to make sure that God is in it.
Amen.
You know?
You just confirm a whole lot of things just today, you know. You know, when God is speaking, you hear it one time and you just say, well, you know, yeah, very good sermon and everything. But when, for the third time you hear it from different men, the same thing in different ways, God is telling you exactly what he wanted you to hear. And so I am very much grateful for you sharing, you know, what you would have been through, putting it 25 years, 40 years in totality, but 25 years as a personal ministry is quite an accomplishment. And people like these you need to hear from to find out what kept them this long and put them where they're at. So if you're smart, then you will seek wisdom from brother like the Archbishop here, you know what I'm saying? And find out, talk with him, man. You know, I'm sure he's open to talk with you, all right? But before we go a little more into this event on Friday and Saturday, let me just go pay some bills. I want to say thanks to Storing Products. We see you got some new ads, right? So when you go to the supermarket, just make sure you put some ice cream into that basket. Also the liquid detergent to clean, you know, your environs and things like that. Support these entities that are supporting these programs. Summer Card Trading Limited with the Tropical Rhythm, a non-alcoholic brand. We have Dense Trading for your unwanted batteries and, you know, scrap metals and things like that. You get money for unwanted stuff, you know, so make sure you call them up. The numbers during the ad break. Just make sure you get a pen on your notepad and just take the numbers down and call and find out if you're not clear about what exactly is happening. So we go right into that to just give you a reminder who these people are. And we come right back with some more details about Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th of this month. And this month? No, man. This month is we still in September. Yeah. The month done today, tomorrow, right? October, right? Yeah. It's why racing this month going by. But anyway, September done. Yeah. This is the final lap. That's it. Till next year is another September. It's not gonna be like this one, you know. So that's what's up. All right. So stay tuned. Operator, let us see what.
Fun fusion ice creams. It's what kids prefer.
Whether it's work, play, or just being creative, Mighty Foam Liquid Laundry Detergent has got you covered. We save you time and keep you smelling fresh, fighting tough stains while maintaining those vibrant colors. Mighty Foam, we've got you covered.
You have always trusted Kesterdy's Gospel Music Center for the best in gospel CDs and DVDs. He has also been known as the best person to duplicate your CDs and DVDs. Download your favorite gospel music on memory cards, flash drives, smartphones, and other devices. Well, now, Kesterdy has moved to a bigger and better location at Lot 206 Eastern half of Charlotte Street between Alexander and Camp Streets. For more information, call Kesterdy on 600-3991 today. Kesterdy's Gospel Music Center, the home of gospel music in Guyana.
It's all you, in tune with the rhythm of the islands. Hey, it's all you,
the flavors of the islands ripen in the sun.
Rich in vitamins A and C.
follow your island spirit.
It's the rhythm of the islands. We gonna break your strength by grace.
What do you do with your old vehicle batteries, cell phones, and computers? Bring them to Dens Trading. They specialize in recycling your old batteries from your car or truck or from devices like your cell phone and out-of-service computer motherboards. Dens Trading will give you cash for the devices you want to throw away. So what are you waiting for? Come into Dens Trading at 39 Broad Street, Charlestown, Georgetown today or call them on 616-0412, 622-0455, 670-0268 or 225-9444.
Yeah. Right. So these are the people. Just make sure you support them. All right. When you go into the supermarket or wherever, you know, link them up. Talking to Bishop Bob tonight, Archbishop, His Eminence, Doctor, His Excellency. He's got a lot of titles. He earned it, you know, and he's been recognized internationally. And so I'm having him here tonight because he's celebrating 25 years as a ministry, and we'd like to invite all of us to be a part of the celebration. We take on 3 phases, which one, the concert, which will be featuring Saiku Andrews and Anil. Psalmist, though, you know, Saiku and Psalmist Anil Aziz, among others. Also on the second day, which is Saturday, this Saturday, we have the children and youth party celebrations, and then on Sunday the grand anniversary at 3 o'clock. So the children celebration is 3 p.m. on Saturday, right? Everything happening right at the same location.
We brought up the children's celebration a little earlier because we want to give them like a full day.
Yeah, and it's children too, so you don't want them out too late.
So
right.
From 10 o'clock, we're going to...
Yeah. So it's only Fridays from 6 o'clock.
Yes.
Friday, 6 o'clock, right? And then on Sunday, it's 3 o'clock as well, where a lot of men of the cloth will be, you know, special invitees and special guests. We have a special speaker coming in all the way from the U.S. His Grace Bishop Keith Jenkins, very humble man of God. I don't know if you can recall, we had him here about 2 months back, no?
Yes.
Yeah. So all these events are absolutely free.
Free.
So you're invited, you know. This man know how to honor people. He know how to feed you good. You understand? So food or nothing like that gonna be an issue. You know, anything we didn't touch on that people need to know about the celebration.
Well, I think we you know, we touched on a lot of stuff pertaining to it. But like I said, and I want to reiterate, the connection.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it's a concert, but to you, could be a connection.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what God is doing through this. And maybe God, you get a word from a prophet, somebody that you're gonna travel, you'll be connected, and maybe this is the bridge. You know, this is the door opening right here.
Correct.
So I'd like you to come and meet the bishop, and you can have an appointment with him, and see where it takes you. You know.
See where the relationship.
Yeah.
See where it goes.
Yeah, you know. Because I believe it's a good thing. And what I know about God is that he doesn't do one thing in a situation. In the sense that Bishop Jenkins just come in, God didn't just send him to preach.
Preach, right.
When God move you and using you,
yeah,
it's for many different things.
Things, correct. Yeah.
You know?
And I mean a man of that caliber as well, you know. He's not a guy, he's not a man you could get easily at that, a man who don't have nothing to do.
Yeah.
He's just there, man, or something that's true. Yeah.
And I just from Jamaica, he went to Rome, and then I was able to fit him in.
Okay.
We made plans of him being here. See, we were just here for 3 or 4 days.
Wow.
And then he's heading out again. So it's something you want to take a hold of, get a piece of. And like I say, you never know where it could go from here. But I want to say something, and it's not necessarily pertaining to this. This year, I did the tribute for Eon, and I had said that your tribute is next. And we looked at, so much different things, and he says, it's to the point where somebody said, I'm going to back off for this. But it's been strong in my spirit that, there's no backing off. You got to be honored. You got to get the wealth in your pocket. Let me tell you, you may have two or three persons who may say, okay, I did Kester. But you got 200,000 who says I did Kester.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And I'm not going to listen to the voice of the 2 or 3. All right? Next year, you will be honored. We're going to have it. We're going to make it happen. All you got to do is turn up. You understand? We're going to make it happen. We're going to honor you at the cultural center.
Good man,
and it's going to happen. I seal it with the blood.
Amen.
Right? Next year.
In the name of Jesus.
The devil will not rob you.
Amen. Amen. I agree.
So
I will not be robbed. I take you robbed.
Don't take you robbed.
Yeah,
so I'm going to book.
I got a different mindset, I've learned. I had some people speak into my life. I'm a very emotional guy. I mean, when I do something, I do it with everything. And sometimes I look forward for that return. I mean, if you give, you just give, and you ain't getting back something wrong. You'll be no more. You'll kill yourself, right? But rather what I get back is hurt and disappointments and deceit. And I ask God, like, really, man, want goat bite me or something, buddy? I mean, I pour me, I being straight with people. I pour myself out and I do what I gotta do. And some of the very people that you're doing is the people who crawling back and hurt you. And so I'm only human, and I just be honest about how I feel and I express. I can't hide how I feel about it. I just got to express. And there's the thing where it's really get people say, well, no, you don't tag these things and don't let people know. But I mean, I let them know. I want you to know. It affecting me. So I got to let you know if you're going to see or not. Yeah, but everything. And then when you're gone, the one day. No. You got to know. Because me, when you're back to, I got to say the one day. I tell you in front of your face, this is what happening. So let me correct this and move forward.
Yeah, because you're real. And not everybody reciprocate. I understand what you're saying. But and this is what I want to add. Is at the end of the day, God is the one who will honors you and rewards you. And I found that sometimes who you did things for, they don't necessarily do back things for you.
Not that you're looking for them to do back things, but at least treat your certain way.
Yeah, I understand. This is something.
Don't want to be ungrateful.
Right. You don't want to be. Nobody can handle ungratefulness.
Correct.
You don't want that. But why I make mention of that, I know you're not looking for that, but I make mention of that is because here I am saying to you, I'm going to put on your show. I'm going to put wealth in your pocket. And you say, I never really do nothing much for this man. You know what I mean? This man is friendly.
Correct. Yeah, I never really do nothing for you, but here it is. You are putting yourself out in a really big financial way to see me get honored and do well.
God is saying,
correct.
It's time for your reward. So God's just using me to bring what's rightfully yours.
What I would have done for others, God used you for do the return. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
And it's victory. So even if they want to be ungrateful, listen to me. Your reward is with God. God use somebody and says, okay, be a blessing.
Yeah, but I really thank God for you, Bishop. I thank God for my home, Bishop. Dr. Messiah. Pastor Rock, good night to you, sir. The Joshua Ministers Fellowship. Guys, listen, I really, really thank God for you, and I wish Guyana could see what you guys put in behind the scene in terms of preparation to make Guyana a safe place. These guys plan for this nation spiritually. And sometimes you wonder why certain things don't happen. Like, we don't get this big hurricane, and we don't get... There are men of God really standing in the gap. What the other day, some big wind they coming, if they're coming. Watch Barbados. One little breeze, and the whole place flood up. You could imagine Georgetown with something like that would happen. It's chaos. And so there are people who are really standing in the gap that you wouldn't see on television or da-da-da-da-da. But I had an opportunity to get within certain settings to see the operation of these men of God. And I give these guys respect for what they're doing behind the scenes. And tonight, I don't want to say without anything attached to, I really honor and respect you guys. Continue doing what you're doing. And most definitely, you got my support in every respect, in every aspect. So,
some people who God is using greatly are some people we never see on television. They're just behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, correct.
You know?
Yeah.
And there had to be powerful men of God who prayers and contribution has kept Guyana together.
Oh,
because
yeah,
we could be a melting pot at times. So it got to be some generals, I call them God's generals, generals out there who are maintaining the balance in the spirit realm and cause it to make manifest in the natural. And like you say, hats off to the men of God.
Yeah. Gotta give people credit where credit is due. These guys are... I saw what I saw, heard what I heard, and I just got to put it out there that these men of God, women of God are working feverishly to make sure a lot of things are put into perspective in this nation. We're talking from very high level, from president come right down. These guys are touching everybody in terms of advisor. And in due time, you're going to see all of these things manifest in this nation. Sometimes we just want to see things happen right away. We say the church didn't do this and the church don't do that. The church is doing a lot. And in the fullness of time, you guys will see what the church is doing. Just hold it right there. So, Bishop, I just want to say thanks. And again, publicly, you want to say congratulations to Special Miracle Ministries Royalty Center for the 25 years in the body of Christ in terms of ministry, to you and your wife and the entire congregation and everybody that surrounds you, man, you know. May God open doors and expand your borders more and more to make more big connections and to bless, bless others, young ministers who are coming up to encourage you, or encouragement to those of us who are in ministry by you just doing what you're doing. Because for me, I just want to speak for myself. I don't chase after money to do no ministry. Sometimes people come and say, yo, how much you can charge? I say, boss, you can't pay me. You can't pay me. I tell you $3 million, you still can't pay me. So I won't put no value to myself. So if I tell you, you be a blessing and you want to give me $1,000, this is how you see me, well, fine. But I know that's not how God see me.
An easy reward.
So that is why I don't put no price to myself. I mean, other people get their own way of doing what they do, and I respect that. But I'm saying about custody. And this is not advertising for saying, oh, yeah, I can't get this kind of somebody. I know you don't take no money, but you understand me? Anyway, Bishop, thank you. Time is up. Time is up. All right? And I got places to go. But we soon link. So I really appreciate you coming through and sharing with the people. And this is definitely Friday, Saturday, Sunday, people. 203 Fremont Street, La Penitence is a spot. You heard? East La Penitence, right. 6 o'clock on Friday, right? On Saturday, for the young people, the children, 3 in the afternoon, and then on the special service, 3 o'clock. Definitely, come, it's going to be a good look, yeah. Stay blessed every time. On behalf of my guest, His Eminence, Archbishop, Dr. I got to make sure I get the name correct. W.D. Bob. I'm Cassidy on behalf of CFTV Channel 2 saying thank you very much and have a blessed rest of your night. And I got to big up my operator, man. The operator doing a good thing, you know. These guys working behind the scene to make us look good, and all these things we don't really show them out, you know. Operator, what's your name? Yeah? Dale Jarvis is the man behind the scenes. So when you see things in guy two things, no, it's Dale. Bless your God.
Igloo Fun Fusion Ice Creams. It's what kids prefer.
Whether it's work, play, or just being creative, Mighty Foam Liquid Laundry Detergent has got you covered. We save you time and keep you smelling fresh, fighting tough stains while maintaining those vibrant colors. Mighty Foam, we've got you covered.
You have always trusted Kester D's Gospel Music Center for the best in gospel CDs and DVDs. He has also been known as the best person to duplicate your CDs and DVDs. Download your favorite gospel music on memory cards, flash drives, smartphones, and other devices. Well, now, Kester D has moved to a bigger and better location at Lot 206 Eastern half of Charlotte Street between Alexander and Camp Streets. For more information, call Kester D on 600-3991 today. Kester D's Gospel Music Center, the home of gospel music in Guyana.
It's all you, in tune with the rhythm of the islands.
Hey, it's all you, the flavors of the islands like wind in the sun.
Which vitamins A and C.
Follow your island spirit.
It's the rhythm of the islands. We're gonna break your strength by grace.
Everybody clap your hands like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. This song is for the overcomers. Change it.
Listen. I done made it through the storm and the rain. So much pressure, heartache, so much pain.
Yes, sir.